Yeah, good morning, students. Welcome back to our class that is nothing but international business. Today, we are going to start with our new topic that is the third unit. In this, we are going to talk about the global market entry strategy. So, global market is international business. What are the strategies we have to do? Those are nothing but importing, foreign export, production, entry, analysis, ownership strategies, and exit strategies. International market provides a wide range of opportunities compared to domestic markets, but global businesses in inherently more risky than business domestic. That means than domestic business. However, the firm prefer to go international if the perceived benefits overweight the anticipated risk. Companies going global would like to be gained from the perceived benefits and minimize the risks or threats to which they are exposed. It means that nothing but a global entry strategy is the planned method of delivering goods or services to a new target market in the international level. What are the goods and services are to be provided in the global market? It should be planned properly. What sort of goods are needed for which target people at which situation, which condition, which climate, at which uh, segmentation. All these things will be there. Now, when importing export services, it refers to establish and managing the contract in a foreign country. Now, market entry methods are on the screen. Just have a look. First one is exporting, licensing. Second one, third one, franchising. Fourth one, joint venture. Fifth one, FDI means foreign direct investment. Last one, ownership or own subsidiary. All these things we have discussed in the last chapter. People are well aware of this, and even though we have discussed this in the first semester, no need to explain once again. But briefly, we'll explain in coming videos and in upcoming classes. Every topic, every this exporting, licensing, franchising, the other subtopics in our upcoming next classes. We are going to learn these things in depth in our next classes. Now, just have a look on the screen once again. What are the things are related in the international business strategy? Now, what are the decision? What are the decisions should have to be taken while entering into the market, international market? Those are nothing but identifying a list of possible countries and rank each with respect to market size, market growth, the cost of doing business, competitive advantage, and risk. Next one, goal is to establish in the market potential using these factors as well as demographic and geographic characteristics, social, cultural, economic, and legal, political factors. Now, what are the decisions should be taken or the factors should be there in the global market advantage? There are three advantages in the factors of decision making. First one is ownership advantage should be there. Second one, local advantage should be there. Third one, international advantage. Now, what do you mean by ownership advantage? Ownership advantage is nothing but these are benefited designed by a company by own resources. These benefits provide competitive advantage to the company over its competition. These advantages are both tangible and intangible in asset. Example like this. That means the trademark, production, technique, entrepreneurship, skills, return to scale, all these things will come in a specific advantage of ownership. Next, location specific advantage. I mean, certain location benefits grant to the company will be there when the manufacturing facilities are located in the host country rather than in the host country. These factors include, that means these locational factors include customer requirements, cheap land acquisition cost, cheap labor, political stability, low cost materials, climate conditions. Apart from that, existence of the raw materials from the supplier to the manufacturers, then low wages, that means that people's inward, outward people's, the labor should be the low cost, the special taxes or the tariffs should be at the low cost, or there should be an exemption. Next one is international advantage. International advantage are those benefits that a company gets by manufacturing goods by rendering services in the host country by itself rather than through contract arrangements with the companies in the host country. The following factors like cost negotiation, monitoring the employee and product, low transportation cost, effective productions are included in the international advantage. So the company can enter the foreign markets through contract manufacturing, franchising, or licensing. However, the software companies prefer licensing and franchising modes as they have to respond quickly to the market needs. Example like Microsoft. Different strategies to enter to the international uh, business are in different ways. See, as I was saying, ownership advantage is nothing but the firm specific factors including like technology, patent, process, name recognition, and other core competencies. The location advantages, location specific factors include that external and internal form including factors, endorsement, transportation costs, government regulations, policies, procedures, and rules and regulations, infrastructure factors, and availability of the power, electricity, water, low labor, low land, that means low cheap cost land, material and equipment, building, land and building, and with the low budget, everything will be comes in this point. Now, international advantage, it includes cost advantage from vertical and horizontal integrations due to transactions costs caused by market failure. Next one is exporting. That means what are the mode of advantages and disadvantages of the market, I mean strategy. Just have a look on the screen. Now, coming to the exporting. These are the modes: exporting, licensing, franchising, FDI, joint venture. Everything we are going to learn in our upcoming classes in the same unit. Now, exporting condition to use is it is high target market, product cost high, political risk, and low home country currency. And the main advantages of exporting is relatively low finance exposure, permit gradual market entry, acquire knowledge about local market. Now, coming to the disadvantages, vulnerability to various logistic complexities, potential conflicts with distributors. That means distributors can have the conflicts among the country members. Coming to the licensing, licensing lacks ability to become a competitor, low sales, potential in targeted market. Then lower cost and risk license provides knowledge of local market. These are the advantage and licensing. Coming to the disadvantage, no tight control will be there, risk for losing the know-how will be there. Franchising, contractual agreement will be there, and the advantage is low risk finance will be there, low cost way to access and market potential, maintaining more control than with the licensing. If you have a look on the mode of entry, it is very simple that how the franchising is taking place and the FDI and the joint ventures are taking place together for the win-win situation. Now, limits the disadvantage is nothing but limits market opportunity dependence on franchises, potential conflicts with franchises. All these things are included in this franchise. So almost all the topics are there already we have covered. Once again we are going to complete in future. Now FDI, foreign direct investment, is nothing but high sales potential and low political risk will be. That means sales will be high and the low risk will be there. Now the advantage of FDI is greater knowledge about the local market. What sort of knowledge is needed in the market, local market, we can gather more and more. So that can be better to apply the specific skills. What sort of skills or strategy we should apply in this market, we can easily gather that. The disadvantage is it's high risk that the other modes requirements like resources and commitments can be difficult to manage the local resources. Coming to the joint ventures, the main condition to use joint venture is to have the high sales potential local company means within the joining of two companies for the high sale of their products and assembling part is one service. That means one company is providing the goods, one company is providing services. They join together and they can provide both goods and services at a time to the customer so that the product can run for the long term in the market. Now, advantages. The benefit from the local partner share cost and risk, potential or political consideration will be there in the market. Next one is nothing but the disadvantages of the joint venture. See what is happening in the joint ventures. They can have they can control, that means the loss of control will be there of technology, no site will be there, control of partners will be there, that means no control of partners will be there, conflicts and battles can be taken place in the joint ventures as the agreement is not suitable for their conditions. Just have a look on the screen, you can able to understand how the strategies are building in the market or in the globe for international business. Yes, I hope students understand the concept, and tomorrow onwards we are going to start the next upcoming modes like exporting, uh, franchising, foreign direct investment, licensing, uh, joint ventures, etc. one by one in the upcoming class. Thank you. Have a nice day, and please mention your roll numbers in the comment box. Thank you.